Hey business owners, I'm going to help you out in getting more enrollments consistently and actually feeling better walking away from people who don't enroll with you, and also how to get people to enroll with you that don't enroll with you now but will enroll with you later, because you will be the only logical choice for them for when they become ready. So listen up, this is totally noteworthy, but if you do this right, I figure one of three things is going to happen, and I speak based on lots of experience. Almost every single time, one of three things happens. So you're going to get some people that your deal is not going to resonate with them at all, and probably never will, but at least they will be one step closer to finding the plan that is right for them, and that's a good thing. You need to really believe that. The second kind of person that you show this to, that you show your deal to, that you share this with, is they're totally going to resonate with it, but for whatever reason, in their perception, now is not the right time. And for a lot of those people, you're going to be like, oh my God, this is totally the right time for them. But in their perception, it isn't. And perception is reality. Different people have different perceptions. The thing that most business owners do, and this is a huge mistake, is if somebody isn't ready right now on their timetable, they do things and say things that makes the prospect feel kind of weirded out. And then when that prospect does become ready, they're more likely gonna find someone else to enroll with that didn't make them feel weird or badly or stupid or like crap, because they were not ready on your timetable. So you don't want to do that. My favorite thing to say to people who aren't ready right now, who this does resonate with, to this day I say it, it's no problem. When you are ready in your own time, I'm ready for you. I'd love to do this with you. And I've had more people come back later because I kept them safely in my tumbler. I didn't alienate them. I honored them and respected them where they were at. Even if I believed it was totally the right time, they didn't. And if I try to twist their arm into convincing them what I believed was right for them, the right time, they would have found someone else or not gotten in at all at any point. So that's one of the biggest tips I could ever possibly give you, is if somebody isn't ready right now in their own time, no problem. When you're ready, I'm ready for you. I'd love to do this with you. And that's how you get people that come back like over and over again. They just come out and, a trigger happened for them and they're suddenly ready. You're the logical person for them to sign up with, probably the only logical person, because every other business owner just try to pressure them and make them feel bad for not being ready for their deal when it was convenient for them. So that's the second one. The third thing that's going to happen is some people, these are the ones we prefer, some people are going to totally resonate. They're ready now. They've already got the credit card to lay down the plastic and get enrolled with you. Cool. Very cool. So I'm going to give you some tips on how to conduct yourself so that almost every single time one of those three things happen, and you're going to get a combination of all three things. And a lot of them, man, I'm telling you, most of them in my experience is the second example that I gave you, where it resonates with them, but they just weren't ready yet in their perception. So they hear the same thing. No problem. When you're ready in your own time, I'm ready for you. Love to do this with you. So I get people that continuously come back. So I'm always talking, I'm always inviting new people. So if you're always inviting new people, always talking, always doing your daily core activities, your vital behaviors, talking and inviting new people, then you're going to have this awesome pipeline that takes some time to build up. But once you got this pipeline full and you're still talking to new people and you keep it full, you're going to regularly have people that are going to come back who heard those words and that didn't feel alienated, that are going to come back because you were the logical choice, because you didn't act like every other person they talked to. It's refreshingly very different to be that way. So here's a few tips I'm going to give you to help you get one of those three responses almost every single time. One, don't lead with your pitch or your product or your business or your service. You want to lead with a pique interest question. If you're approaching somebody first, that is, you want to lead with a pique interest question. And there's plenty of other trainings available about that, so I'm not going to get into that on this video. But if you want me to point you in some directions about pique interest questions, let me know. And then, of course, the other way to attract people in is to just keep putting value-driven content out there, and you're going to get some people that's going to start the conversation with you about, hey, what are you doing? Because you're creating that eager desire in people. But if you're approaching them, pique their interest before you say anything about what it is that you're doing. That's rule number one there. Another tip I want to give you is to Always honor them. Do not tap dance, but treat them with respect. No tap dancing. A lot of times somebody will say something to you and they just want to see if you're going to do a little tap dance for them, and what your posture is going to be, how you're going to respond. It's like a test. They're testing you. And they could be giving you something that is just a line of complete BS, but they really want to know the quality of your character and how you're going to respond. And they want to know if they're going to have to talk to people the way that you're talking to them. Because if you're tap dancing and you're not being respectful, they're going to be like, I don't want to have to do what this guy's doing. There's no way. And they won't tell you that, but they're just going to come up with some excuse and say, things are tight, I got this other, whatever, who knows. But they'll probably never tell you the real reason why. And I have an excellent training about that. A lot of people have told me it helped them create massive breakthroughs. So if you'd like the no tap dancing school video that I made, let me know and I will point you in that direction. I'll send you the link. It's a totally free training. So no tap dancing, but always be respectful and meet people where they are at. And meeting people where they are at, connecting where they are now in the present moment, is very much in alignment with that second example that I gave you. In their perception, it resonates, but in their perception, it's not the right time for whatever reason. You got to honor that. Even if it would behoove them to get in now, you got to honor that. I mean, let's face it, procrastination is the cornerstone of all poverties. And but if they don't see that, then, and you try to convince them otherwise, then they're not enrolling with you. When they do become ready, they're probably going to find someone else, or they're not getting in at all. And I believe the last tip that I want to give you is to focus your efforts on becoming a great communicator, a mover, a connector. You should be continuously investing in your skill set to just be the most awesome communicator that you can be. Because the better you are at communicating and connecting people, then the more you're going to be able to share your opportunity attractively and compellingly. And you want to always do it honestly. Don't just make stuff up and try to manipulate people. But you're basically an information dispenser. So you're dispensing information, but it's a little bit more than that. You want to do it attractively, and you want to be absolutely compelling, but you want to be honest. All those at the same time. Invest in your communication. That is, you're going to be more profitable and multiplication tables over by learning more about people and communicating than you could ever possibly be just by learning about your product. So I mean, know about your product, know what you need to know, but you don't need to be an expert in your product. Be an expert in talking to people and communicating with them. That's where the business growth is. If you want to make more contribution, if you want to impact more people's lives, and you want to grow a business more, the money is in your investment, in your education to be a great communicator and connector. And then, the rest of this stuff is going to organically fall into place. And almost every single person you talk to is going to have one of those 3 responses that I outlined verbally earlier. I hope this video helps. If you got value from it, I would love to hear about it. If there's a specific training topic you would like to see me do that I haven't done yet, let me know. A lot of my trainings that I do is based on feedback that I get from you boys and girls out there. So that helps me to help you a lot. And I know a lot of you have gotten breakthroughs, major breakthroughs from a lot of my material I've already made. I'm really looking forward to making more material that creates more major breakthroughs. And even the old material that's already out there, there's always somebody seeing it for the first time getting a major breakthrough. So leave me your feedback. I always love to hear about it. And feel free to visit my website, tomberkenmeyer.com. I've got a lot of material and trainings there. And I will talk to you guys later. Have an awesome day. Make it an awesome day. And let's do something really impactful for the planet and the people that live on it.